friction is a necessary evil. We all know that friction has great importance in our lives, because without friction it was impossible for us to walk, to write on any surface, to drive a vehicle, to transmit power with the help of bells, or light a matchstick. So in other words, we can say that without friction the things would have been very, very difficult for us. In fact, we cannot even think of a life where friction does not exist. So friction is one of the biggest necessity of life. But on the other hand, it brings some drawbacks also along with itself. Like, it is the friction which causes wear and tear of machinery and reduces the speed of vehicles. You all know that due to continuous friction, or when the machines are running for several years, then due to friction it gets deteriorated. At the same time, it is due to the roughness of the roads and all, which reduces the speeds of the vehicles. A lot of power is wasted in overcoming friction between the various parts of machinery and between the wheels and the roads. We all know that there is large amount of energy dissipation in form of heat and light due to the force of the friction. Thus, friction is an evil, but of course a necessity also. That means we need friction. At the same time, somewhere it is affecting us, or it is a great disadvantage also. Since friction is an evil, it has to be minimized, but at the same time it is a necessity and has therefore to be increased. For this, we need to devise several methods of reducing as well as increasing friction to meet our necessities. Let us study about some methods of reducing friction. Friction can never be totally eliminated. It can only be reduced. The usual methods of reducing friction are polishing surfaces, lubrication with oil or grease, use of ball bearings, etc. And we are going to study about these over here. The first one is polishing. We all know that due to the roughness of the surface, the friction increases. So what if we polish a surface? It will become smooth, and obviously the friction will decrease. And if we go on microscopic level in this one, then what do we observe? That it basically, or you can say friction basically arises due to the irregularity of the surface. And because the surface is irregular, so we can say that there will be interlocking between the particles on the surface. That means if we are taking two rough surfaces and keeping on each other, then the particles which are present on the surface are going to interlock with each other, and hence they will form stronger molecular bonds, due to which the frictional force increases. However, polishing the surface will decrease the gaps in between them and make the surfaces smooth. Now when the surfaces are smooth, then the scope for interlinking decreases, and when the scope for interlinking decreases, automatically the intermolecular attraction will also decrease, resulting into decrease of frictional force. Next is lubrication. Now when a lubricant like oil or grease is applied in between any two surfaces, the first thing that is happening over here is that a thin layer has been formed between the two surfaces, and they are no more in contact with each other. Now because they are not in contact, or they are not in direct contact with each other, so obviously the strength of the bond formation, or you can say the bonds, molecular bonds that will be existing between them, its strength will decrease to a very great extent. In fact, in this case the sliding friction will be replaced by liquid friction, which is much smaller in magnitude. Besides this, because the amount of friction has been reduced, so obviously the overheating of the motor parts or the machines will also decrease. Flow of purified and compressed air also acts as a lubricant. It gives an elastic cushion between moving parts, which not only reduces friction but also carries away the heat generated and prevents dust from depositing on the moving parts. So the moving air also acts as a lubricant for machineries. Proper selection of materials. Now we all know that friction depends upon the nature of materials of the surfaces in contact. Therefore, if we choose a proper material in order to make the parts of the machine, or if we cover the parts of the machine with substances or coat the parts of machine with substances which have or which will exhibit very low friction, the friction can be reduced over there. Likewise, the tires of vehicles are made up of rubber because friction between rubber and concrete is smaller than between iron and concrete. Next is use of ball bearings. Now, ball bearings are simple machineries which convert sliding friction into rolling friction. It consists of two cylinders which are placed coaxially, and between these two cylinders there are few hard steel balls placed over there. The axle of the wheel or the machinery is now fitted into the inner circle. That is, the inner circle of the ball bearing is fitted along with the axle of the machineries. So what happens over there? The axle rotates. So suppose that the axle is rotating clockwise, then the steel balls together with the outer cylinder, they will rotate anti-clockwise, and the two cylinders thus will have a rolling motion with respect to each other. Now, because they are having a rolling motion with respect to each other, so instead of sliding friction, now rolling friction will be taken into consideration, and we all know that rolling friction is very less as compared to sliding friction. So the friction in this case will be reduced. Next is streamlining. You all have seen how the jets and aircrafts are designed in order to enable a better movement of them. In the same way, we have seen ships also, that the designing of ships is such that it can easily cut water and move forward. So the friction, its shape has been designed in such a way that it can reduce the friction present over there. Let's read over here. Friction due to air is considerably reduced by streamlining the shape of the body, that is the shape in front, moving at a high speed in air. For example, air, jet planes, fast cars are streamlined. They have a streamlined shape so that the friction can be reduced to a great extent. So here we finish with the theoretical portion of the chapter, and tomorrow we will start the numerical section.